Okay, so the first one was decent. We did a tier list. We did every single Premier League manager, if the manager will last or not. I think we had. I don't know where Farker ended up. I think he stayed till the end of the season, or he's good, but is he good? That's what he was. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We're going to do another one, and we're going to do it about Premier League strikers. So I found one, or the best, in my opinion, Premier League striker from every Premier League club, and we will go through them now and put them into this tier that I've created. There's a link to this tier in the description if you'd like to do it yourself, and then you can maybe send it to us. Ooh. Go for it. Or let us know, I'm sure you will, in the comments below, what your thoughts are on this. So, the categories are Championship at best for these strikers. Okay. Is he Championship at best?
Right.
For example, what's the first player that came in here who has a Championship best? Grant Holt.
Oh,
Not
who am I thinking?
Hooper.
No, it's Cameron Jerome.
Yeah.
Like he is the championship at best.
Yeah,
I'm real in the championship. 3 goals a season.
He was.
Yeah.
God,
I mean, David Nugent's probably any Derby striker at some point. Not for me. It's the next one. So, it might be alright, but he's not for me. Okay.
Or is that like he's good, but I just don't really like him?
Well, that's interesting. That leads me on perfectly too. He's good, but is he good?
Okay.
Very different to not for me. Okay. Because you're aware and you respect him, but you're not sure if he's good. He's good. So what's the next one? And world class. He's a world class striker. I nearly did top player. I just thought that was a bit.
Top player.
Now I'm confused as why world class is red and championship at best is green.
Oh, I don't make the colours, mate.
Okay.
I
like it though.
Feel free to play along at home. Let's kick off with, could be anyone at this stage. I'm going to go with, here's one, Callum Wilson.
Ooh.
That's Callum Wilson of Bournemouth and England fame.
What are the options again?
Championship at best, not for me. He's good, but is he good? He is good. World class.
So him and Ryan Fraser have the best partnership, I think I'm right in saying this, since Alan Shearer and Chris Sutton.
Correct.
In terms of assists between... So Fraser has contributed the most goals to Wilson, and that's the best record since Sutton and Shearer.
So are you saying that Ryan Fraser is a crutch for Callum Wilson? He's not actually good?
I think he's good, but is he good?
Yeah, I know. I hear what you're saying. I think he's a good starting point. This is a crucial one actually in Callum Wilson, because that's going to lead to that kind of standard bearer for the rest of them.
Because I remember,
actually a big call.
Last time we looked back, didn't we? And So this is an important one to get right.
I mean, look, once they're only set in stone once we get to the end of the list.
Of course.
So
that's the rules.
I'm going to go with good.
Oh.
I think he is good. I think he's good. He scored regular goals.
I would agree, to be honest.
Okay.
I think
this is good. We've got 3 of us, so we can kind of.
Okay.
If you put him in a. I think United would have him. I think Chelsea would have him. I mean, that's maybe a slightly different argument, but I think he's.
That's good.
Okay.
That's a good point.
All right.
Because you could see him as a top 6 strike. Maybe.
What's good? What's the like bar of good?
Callum Wilson.
We can change it later. We can change it later.
Okay.
We go again. Right. Let's go with. Oh, here's an interesting one. Troy Deeney. Watford, not England fame. Much to his bitterness.
I've got mine.
So, well, we've got it.
Not for me.
Not for me. I've got to he's had a good career, which he's very quick to tell you about. I do like him, but not for me.
That irks you. I can tell that.
Not for me. I think he thinks he's better than he is.
I think he's one of them players that you don't think you like until he's on your side, and then you love him.
Yeah.
He's a Chris Wilder of a player.
Yeah.
If Chris Wilder was If
Chris Wilder was a striker, he's Troy Deeney.
Yeah. In 2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if he's half as good as he thought he was, he'd be twice as good as he actually is.
Yes. So does that mean he's good, but is he good?
No, I think he's not for me. He's not for me. I just look at him and I think he's not for me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jack.
Yeah, he's not for me either.
He's not for me either. Sorry, Troy.
Sorry, Watford fans.
Here we go. This will be interesting. Joe Spacebar Linton. That's Joelinton of the Linton clan up there in Toonland. I haven't seen much of him. He's playing in a struggling side. We probably haven't seen that much of him before all of that, but I know that his goal record wasn't incredible. The bits I saw of him at Arsenal,
he's injured now as
he
well.
looked okay. I thought he looked okay, but the Norwich game, you said he was...
Well, he missed a header from 3 yards that could have put them that won that up. Then sulked the whole game and limped off with a hip injury. So for me, he's championship at best.
Got it. I love it. This is happening all season, guys. I'm just letting you know now. For me, yeah. Well, he's playing in a team that for me will be in the championship at best next season.
Oh, okay.
So I'm happy to go with championship at best. But it's damning.
That's two already,
damning.
isn't it? That's two already. You know what? Like it's so difficult to say. I'm gonna have to go with you guys.
Sorry, Joe.
Championship at best. Right, let's go up to the upper echelons of the Premier League, and this is interesting. Aubameyang, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Now he's not championship, okay? And he is for me. I'd love to have him in my team, and I think he's surely better than. I think we know he's good.
Yeah.
But is he world class?
No.
So he's our striker, and there's no Lacazette, I guess. Yeah.
No, yeah, he's the Arsenal striker.
Yeah.
So I'm considering your best striker. If you had to pick out of those two, you'd pick Aubameyang to play, wouldn't you? You can only pick one of them.
Oh, that was a long argument, but I'd probably go with Lacazette.
Would you?
Yeah. I've had this argument before, but yeah. Interesting.
Quickly, why?
I think he's a better finisher. His overall work rate and tracking back is fantastic. He brings people into the game. I get that Aubameyang carries the ball better and further.
Yeah.
And
his
I think there's
better, right?
players at Arsenal that can do that.
Okay. Interesting.
That job.
So Aubameyang, is he world class? And if he's not world class, are you okay with him being in the same room as Callum Wilson?
But that we've got that wrong. Callum Wilson is good, but is he good? See, we've messed up from the start here. The foundations are all wrong.
No, let's stick with it. I think I would go as far as saying Aubameyang is world class. In the best league in the world, he bangs in goals.
From midfield.
Left wing.
For left wing. Left midfield.
But I'm going world class.
Wow.
What are you saying, Joe? Where would you put him? Forget Callum Wilson.
He's good.
He's good.
I would lean towards him being world class.
Okay.
I would lean towards him to be world class because I think he's. If you look at the Premier League and he's delivered in that league, he's delivered in the Bundesliga.
Yeah.
That's across the world for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is correct.
Fair. I think I want one more good season from him, and then I'll decide.
Okay. Tammy Abraham. I went for him instead of Giroud just because he's been starting the games. Well, he didn't start the Super League, but you get what I mean. Tammy Abraham, having a tricky time at the moment.
He's having a tricky time. So what are the categories again?
Championship at best. Not for me. He's good, but is he good? He is good. Or world class.
I think you've got to put him in that. It might me speaking personally in that he's good, but is he good?
He's good. Yeah.
He's had a bit of bad luck in the first games of the season. He's done it in the Championship. He's had question marks over certain elements of his game, but he's young, so he's good. But is he good?
Yeah, I think that was perfect. I'm happy to. I don't think another word needs to be said, in my opinion. Do you not even put him there?
Oh,
hang on, let's put him back. Let's put him back.
No, I agree, but
because
at the same
he's young.
time,
if he was 29, you'd be like.
At the same time, he's not for me, but I can see why people think he's good. But is he good?
But is that because he played for Villa and you seem a bit bitter about Aston Villa?
No, not at all, because he wasn't the Championship top goal scorer, and we finished 17 points above them.
Who was the Championship top goal scorer?
Well, I'm sure we'll get onto that in a moment.
Okay, well, let's do it. Pukki! It's a Pukki party. Thoughts, obviously, flying high at the top of the goal scoring charts at the moment, but so have a lot of players. So has, what's his name from Bolton, who scored a few goals? What was his name? Well, who am I thinking of, people?
JJ Kocher.
Played for England, played a game against Holland.
Oh, I know who you mean. Yeah, I've forgotten.
Ricketts.
Well.
Ricketts.
Yeah.
Michael Ricketts.
Okay.
He smashed it for a bit.
But he's good, right?
He's Championship at best. He's League 2 at best by the end of it. Pukki.
I think Pukki, he's good, but is he good?
Yeah.
I would agree. I think it's interesting because I saw him a couple of times last season and he didn't really set the world alight when we played him.
Okay.
I don't know
yeah,
if you remember
fair.
that. Well, at Griffin Park, I didn't really think he was.
Yeah, he didn't score in either game against you, did he?
No, I think and I went away to Norwich and I was at home, so I was always a bit like when Owen said he's bringing Pukki, and I was like, I don't know, man.
But at
And
the
then he
same,
scores a hat-trick. I was like, I
Yeah.
couldn't
but at the
believe
same
it.
time, no player has scored more goals than him over the past season and a bit.
Very true.
47 goal involvements in 48 games.
Can't argue with that.
This is a man who is flying high.
Yeah.
He's
on the crest of a wave, isn't he? When I look at him, when you just see a picture of players, I look at him and I think, you're not for me. But then I saw him play against Liverpool, and I thought, I do like you.
Yeah.
He was fearless, he had a bit of pace. He looks like he should be rubbish, because he's short and bald.
Yeah.
And no offence to anyone short and bald, but Joe, there's not that. You get my point.
and Pukki in Finnish means goat.
Does it really? Feed the goat?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Greatest of all time. So
He's good, but is he good?
well, feed the goat as well. Like whatever you want to take
I was bringing
it.
it back to Sean Goater.
He's good, but is he good? Yeah?
Yeah, I think
I'm
so.
content with that.
Done.
I'm content. I'm that's surprised that's so easy. I thought you guys were well class.
Let's have some more confusion with
Okay.
Haller at West Ham. And now people got a bit angry at us in the comments because I think Owen was like, I haven't seen this bloke, I don't know what he's like. And they were thinking, hang on a minute, you're doing a football podcast, you're supposed to know every single player who's ever played. Well, we didn't. But now I've seen him a couple of times. He looks alright. But he hasn't, he's played one game actually. He's only played the Man City game.
Yeah, I know that Brentford were after him in the Championship and offered him a lot of money, for him rather, and I trust them.
Yeah,
I trust
Norwich
the
were in
recruitment
as well.
Yeah, and I trust.
But what about the
Norwich.
West Ham forward curse?
But then of course there's the West Ham forward curse.
I don't want to spend too much time on him because I don't think we've seen enough of him.
We don't know him that well.
Don't know him well enough. He's good, but is he good?
Yeah,
Because he did cost a lot of money.
I think who would I rather in my team, Callum Wilson or Haller? It's Haller.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Did have a good season last season.
But I agree. Like, let's put him in there.
Here's one. Ashley Barnes. I think only Mane and Aguero have scored more goals in the calendar year than Ashley
Really?
Barnes.
In the Premier League. Fair.
So,
I mean, facts don't care about feelings, do they?
absolutely.
we don't.
He is a funny old one. Another one where you look at him. I think if we were answering this a year ago, maybe you're going not for me. But he's scored goals. He played a lot of Premier League football.
He's still not for me though.
Yeah, he's not for me. His attitude more than anything.
Yeah.
But I know that
Some people like his
we're not
attitude.
doing it basically. Yeah, well, I thought it was a bit much for the Emirates. A bit much for me.
Welcome to Sean Dyche. So 2 not for me's. Well, that's the majority. I'm indifferent to Ashley Barnes, if I'm honest. But I understand what you mean.
I'm happy to put him there, to be honest.
He's one. Christian Benteke. Crystal Palace fame. Belgium fame. He's got a brother. Other facts. Now, he was so good at Villa.
Yeah.
He was so good at Villa. I know he had like a tough time at Liverpool, didn't work. Obviously he's gone to Paris and he's been terrible there. But he was so good at Villa. He kept them up.
The system fitted him at Villa though.
Yeah, he had
Like,
Vyman.
Vyman and Aguero, who
Yeah.
we might laugh about now, but that was a potent front
Back
three.
then it was, wasn't it?
It was a really good
Had
front
pace
three.
about it, didn't it?
It suited him.
But he was,
How
yeah,
wide.
it was totally good.
Yeah.
He was unplayable quite a few times against QPR. But
Yeah.
again, saying that was a good few years ago.
His shot accuracy isn't great. Like if you look at his stats, the shot accuracy isn't great. He actually got quite a good amount of shots on target inside the area, but his shot accuracy his shot percentage isn't great.
I think it's safe to say that his stock has dropped so much that he is now Championship at best.
What?
He's not scored goals. He doesn't score goals. That's your job. Ashley Barnes scores more goals than him.
Yeah, fair point.
I don't think it's confusing, but it's true.
Yeah,
James
no,
Allcott,
that's a song,
2019.
No, I get it.
I guess with the rising standard of forwards in the Premier League as well,
Championship at best.
I was
If
gonna
Yannick
go.
Bolasie gets a loan move to Aston Villa, then why isn't he going to Championship?
Well,
It feels
I
so
mean-
wrong that the fact Callum Wilson is so many tiers above him though.
I was going to go not for me.
We're going to have to revisit Callum Wilson at the end here, I feel.
Yeah, it's always the first one. There's always
Yeah,
there's always a rogue dart, isn't it?
There is. Aguero.
That's world class. class.
He's world class,
He
without a
is.
shadow of a doubt.
Easily world class. How many more years of world class has he got?
Oh,
He's got 2.
He's got 2 left. Good to know.
Yeah. I'll take 2.
Perfectly after him. Let's go, Wesley.
Because you're gonna have to follow.
Yeah,
Someone's got to follow.
Someone's got to go. So let's just get Wesley out of the way.
Yeah.
The worry for me with Villa is that I really like their midfield, and I think their backline will be okay. And Tom Heaton's a really good signing. It's up front, like it kind of.
Yeah.
Not sure. I haven't
Well, you
seen
say when you
enough of
lose
him to
goals,
know.
they've lost all their goals from last season.
Yeah.
So
To a player who's good, but is he good? So Wesley, is he? For me, I'm not sure he was the right signing, but it's very early days. I don't know enough really.
I don't know enough about the guy, but I don't want him in my team.
So he's not for you.
Not for me.
I must admit, until like last week, I'd never heard of the bloke. So, but he's got a good name. I like the simplicity of it.
Interesting. I think he's got to be not for me, isn't it? Because I think it'd be unfair to say he's good, but it'd be unfair to say he's Championship.
Yeah.
We'll find out. We'll soon find out. Let us know if you're an Aston Villa fan. Thoughts on Wesley? Jamie Vardy.
I would say good.
Yeah. I think he's good. He's as good can be without being world class.
Okay.
If that makes sense. Because you can't
You're
put
thinking
you can't
he's
put
better
him
than
like that.
Callum Wilson, aren't you?
I'm thinking
Or are you?
he's as good as Aubameyang.
Okay. Wow.
Look, he's your reasoning for Aubameyang that is he scores goals regularly in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Well, Jamie Vardy does exactly
Yeah.
that. He's a Premier League winner.
Yeah. And also, he's done that with... Okay, Leicester won the league, but that was mental. And he was a big part and reason for that. But in the other seasons as well, he always scores about... So read this amazing article about people scoring 20 goals a season and how it's just like a myth unless you're in the top 3 teams.
Okay.
Like, actually, if you can get a striker who can get you 12 goals, that's brilliant.
Mm.
And he always gets that or more. I think... Yeah, if he was a bit sexier...
He's world class.
Done.
I said good, but I get the argument as well. I get the argument because he has won the Premier League and he's played for internationally.
International goal scorer?
I can't do it. I can't put him there because he hasn't... I don't think he's played... He hasn't played for one of those top teams.
He's won the Premier League, James.
Yeah.
You can't get topper than that. That is tippity top.
Topper than that. Go on, let's cause a...
There we go.
Some
Cause a
havoc.
scene.
Yeah.
Cause a scene. World class. Jamie Vardy is world class. Billy Sharp, one of his working class brethren. Seems harsh. Billy Sharp.
I'm going to go
Billy
Championship
Sharp.
at best.
I think there's a very romantic idea that he's good enough for the Premier League, and unfortunately, he is a fantastic Championship striker, great servant of the game, and a legend of Sheffield United. And I understand Sheffield United fans get annoyed by this, but he is Championship at best for me. You see Grant Holt, don't you?
I do,
Grant
yeah.
Holt.
I do.
See it.
Yeah, I
See a
do.
bit of Grant Holt.
See
I can
Grant
see the
Holt.
Euro call up
Yeah,
coming.
you could see him being a wrestler in a couple of years' time.
I really like Billy Sharp.
He won't score more than 6 goals this season.
Oh, he's got 10 written all over him.
I'm not sure if... No.
Although Sheffield United do have like 15 strikers, to be fair, don't they? I think. All right, no, I'll go with you two. It's 2-on-1.
Championship. Let's know if we're wrong. Calvert-Lewin. So I put him in there instead of Moise Keane because he's starting games and he played a lot of games last season.
Can I say something here?
Yes.
Championship at best.
Wow.
I've watched him a few times and I don't like slagging off pros, but
But you're about to do
I'm
it.
about to do it. I just don't get him. I don't think. I mean, every single time I've seen him play, I thought he was the weak link, and that if they can upgrade in that position, then Everton could break into that pack.
Yeah.
I honestly don't think he possesses the right movement, the right hold up play, and I know people have disagreed with me on that last
I would
point.
disagree with that. What concerns me about him, and that's coming from a guy who isn't an Everton fan, so doesn't watch him week in, week out, is there's this. I think it's a good thing that Everton fans show, but they give him a lot of leeway. His goal scoring record's not been good enough yet, but again, he is so young and he needs time. Blah blah blah.
But that's what he's got to do, isn't it? So as a forward in the Premier League, you've got to score goals. Like Benteke. Benteke's down there because he doesn't score goals.
I think you've got to honestly say he's got everything he needs now around him at Everton. That if he's starting games, he must be scoring goals, and if he's not doing that, then he's probably not good enough for a team like Everton.
What was the score in the first game of the season?
They lost. They drew 0-0.
0-0.
So I would go.
You're saying
Championship at best. I think he's good, but is he good? I think he's on a par with Abraham, and he's younger.
I'd agree.
So I'd love to hear from the Everton fans.
2-1. Yeah, let's know Everton fans. Right, Shay Adams. Interesting. Free Championship, ex-Championship fans on the couch here, so we know what we're talking about. Shay Adams, he's in my fantasy team. I really expect him to do something. I'm slightly worried the fact that Southampton don't create enough for him.
Yeah.
But also, it might be a case that he needs 5 chances to score a goal. I think he's too good for the Championship.
He's not for me.
He's not for me either.
He's not as good as any of them players in that he's good, but is he good?
I'd have him in a heartbeat in the Championship.
I'd
have him for Brentford now, but if we signed him when it went up, I don't think I'll be that.
And if you're
so picky, isn't it?
Do you know what, he wouldn't get in that Everton squad or first team, and so for that you have to be at least he's good, but is he good? I love the bizarre sentences that come from this thing.
For each player we've come up with like a different kind of thing of where they go. Like there's no kind of. What I mean is we've started with bloody King or Wilson.
Yeah.
And now it's just.
You got to let the Wilson thing go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anyone in that category as well?
Let's stay in the Championship mould. Malpai.
I mean, I've obviously seen him for a couple of years. Initially, the first season I saw him, I said that I don't think he can make the step up. The second season, I think undoubtedly he can make the step up. His all-round play is brilliant. He works so hard. He obviously scored a lot of goals at Brentford, but that's actually where I think we'll see a question mark. The reason being is because the creative players at Brentford, the amount of chances they create was just unreal. I think you can see Ollie Watkins has stepped in and scored 2 goals already this season.
Yeah.
So I think the question mark really is on him, is if he can score goals in the Premier League.
Yeah.
So I would say good, but is he good?
Okay. I feel like if you said to me you can have... it's tough. I put him and Malpai right next to each other.
Him and Pukki.
Him and Shay Adams.
Okay.
But just because neither of them have proved it yet, and Shay Adams is probably more physically exciting. Sounds weird. But Malpai is like, he's a bit of a bastard as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got something about him.
Yeah, I think a lot of people might say he's not for me. Your football purists would say not for me.
He scored a similar amount of goals to Pukki and Abraham last season, so for that reason alone, he's good. But is he good?
So does Shay Adams. Yeah.
Yeah, alright, but...
So, go on then, you two vote. Have you got a clear feeling?
He's also
you got a clear feeling?
21-22.
Is he? Yeah. France under 21 international as well. Quite a pedigree man.
Yeah.
Probably he's good, but is he good?
I would say there are a few question marks over his whether he could do it in the Prem. Okay. But I think he's undoubtedly a good player.
Yeah. Okay. Right, we've got some good ones now. Let's get... I'm going to save that one. Okay, let's have the big 3 at the end. Jimenez. Raul Jimenez. Now, Don with a little reaction there with the face. They're very excited to hear what he has to think. Not for me. I don't buy it. I'm not sure about him. He's gorgeous, but his goal scoring record at Benfica was crap. And then he went to Wolves and he's had an amazing first season. I don't think he'll score that many this year, you know.
Best striker in the league. No. I think he's good. I think his all-round play. I was watching him yesterday. Like he's good with his feet. He had a clever header yesterday. But generally, like his finishings were really good, consistent last season. I think he's a really good.
I don't know why I don't like him. Do you know what I mean? He's done nothing wrong, and he scored goals last season. It feels like from like years of experience that he's that guy who has one great season and then it doesn't really happen again. It's so unfair what I'm saying. I know. but that's how I feel.
I look at him and I think he's a good player. I think he's a good player. I wouldn't put him in the bracket of world class because I think the guy's there.
But you believe wholeheartedly that he's good.
He's in a very good side though as well, which I think helps.
But is he?
I think he.
What, are Wolves a good side?
They're good.
They're only good, but they're good
but
side.
they're good.
Yeah, they're Championship the best side.
No, used to be. So for me, I'm gonna go. For me, it's not for me or he's good, but he's good. But not for me, it's probably not fair.
I think he's good, but is he good?
And you think he's good?
So the average of that
Would be he's good, but is he good? Okay. Right, now we've got three bangers here.
Tasty.
Jack, who do you want to go with first out of those three?
Firmino.
Firmino is 100% champ. No, he's world class. I think he really is. He's every time I watch him, I'm just like, wow, yeah.
It's what Liverpool need as well. I think he's something a bit different. I can't remember the last strike I watched that is similar to Firmino. Do you know what I mean? He's like, I don't know. He's just different.
He's like a proper hybrid. As
Yeah.
well. Like he gets the ball and turns with it. He'll get the ball and do that like 3-point turn round the defender. He'll
Jamie
do that
Mackie
as well. The Jamie Mackie turn. But he'll also like have a go at centre backs as well. He's got big enough, just about to be physical enough to kind of do stuff. I just think he's awesome. I just absolutely love him.
Yeah, no, he's a very good player.
He's definitely world class. You can see him in a Barcelona team, any of those other big sides.
And with those two players beside him as well, he's just even better.
And he makes them better. He makes them better for sure.
I think Mane can do it on his own, but yeah, I agree about Salah.
So Firmino, world class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Harry Kane.
I mean, I've watched Harry Kane lead a line for Norwich losing to non-league Luton, and it was awful. I mean, he was genuinely awful when we had him. And for that reason alone, he's Championship at best.
Yeah.
No. You know, Harry Kane's one of them players who I look at and I think, you're not particularly quick, you're not particularly good in the air, but you're good.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh.
No, he's world class.
Right.
But I don't know why he's world class.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Like a bit like Shearer was probably world class after a couple of those knee injuries, and he had no pace and similar thing, right? I think I feel like there's a kind of that the media kind of want to tear him down a little bit at the moment. That's the vibe I'm getting. Because it's a better story.
It's a narrative.
Yeah.
An ongoing narrative. They'll drag him down and bring him back up again.
Yeah. Because they can't go after Raheem Sterling anymore.
Yeah.
They need to find someone else. But for me, he is world class.
Yeah.
I think he's good. I think he's a very good Premier League striker. And I would score goals if Christian Eriksen was supplying me. He's very good in the air. Has he got pace? I don't know. Is he? I mean, he's obviously scored a lot of penalties.
You're a fucking troll.
Huh?
You're a troll.
I think he's a good player. But obviously, you guys have voted world class.
No. So you honestly don't think he's world class?
I think he's a good player. I think he's a very good Premier League player. He's and for me, I would definitely have him in the majority of my teams.
You cannot have Vardy as world class and not have Kane there.
I didn't put Vardy's world class, but yeah, I see your point.
I'm putting him world class. 2 against 1. You saying world class?
Yeah, I think so.
He hasn't convinced you. Okay. And finally, this is interesting. Marcus Rashford.
He really excites me. Really kind of. I like watching Marcus Rashford.
He was great last night.
You know, you know that like you see players, and I love this about the Premier League this season. There's so many players that are like, I can't wait to see him in 2 years' time.
Yeah.
There's some players like Abraham. I think like saying Haller, Maupais are so young. Mason Mount. You can see them going from like here to here, but Rashford's already here.
You forget
so for
how
those
young
listening,
age.
that here is higher than my left hand. For those listening, the potential that he has is frightening.
He's world class, I think.
For me, this is a really difficult one between world class and good, because I think potential is one thing, but that sometimes
It's better
people,
than Callum Wilson. Come on.
Sometimes
Come on.
sometimes people will take a while to get to their potential, and some people will get there at a very young age. Like you look at Michael Owen, for example, he got there very young. I think they call him shouting or whispering talents, like Safa Powell versus Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, his whole life was always picked for as somebody who's going to do really well. Safa Powell was dropped and had to work his way in and came at a much older age. I'd put him personally. I'd put him as good because I don't know if we've really seen him as a world-class player just yet. There is potential there for him to move up into that category, but for me at the moment, it's good.
Okay. I would agree with that just about. Yeah.
That's what I mean. It's on the borderline.
Yeah, he is close. And so what I'm going to do here?
It was a good
Everyone's
argument,
allowed.
but it wasn't a world class.
So do you think he's world class?
I think he'd go in that category. Yeah.
So what we're going to do? I've just decided to do this now. Okay. So world class. I'm going to put. Good. Got 2 goods. Sorry, good. I'm going to put him. Sorry, Rashford's in good. Okay, we're all allowed to make one move.
Can I move after Jack?
yeah.
Are we not allowed to move the same player, or?
So, no, you can move whoever you want.
Okay.
So I'm going to go first. The move I'm going to make is, I think we've made a mistake here, and I feel like Vardy should actually be in good. I don't think he's anywhere near the level of those 4 strikers.
Do you mind sharing the screen a tiny bit?
Sorry. So he's moving from world class to good. Over to you, Jack.
I promise I won't
Wonder
move.
where
You've
you're
got
going.
great responsibility.
So for those
I won't
listening,
move
talk us through it, Jack.
So who am I moving?
Mm.
I mean, I genuinely think it's criminal that we've got Wilson in good. For me, he moves down for not to me. Not for me.
Wow, double drop.
He's worse than Troy Deeney.
He's worse than Troy Deeney. Okay.
Well, look at the goal scoring records. I haven't looked at them, but I would have thought Troy Deeney scored more.
No, I bet Callum Wilson.
Has he?
I reckon. Certainly in the Prem. I reckon.
Try not to contradict myself.
So talk us through what you're doing, Dom.
So what I'm doing now is I part of me wants to move Kane down. I'll be honest. Part of me wants to move him down from world class to good.
They're trolling you.
It's
up to you. You can do what you want.
Just because it's just the pace element for me. But
you can if you want
I'll
to.
tell you that. Let's leave him out. I think I've got a stronger feeling, and that is that Jimenez should move to good. That's my.
I hear you. I see you.
I feel
and
that.
I hear you.
I feel that balances out what we've done a little bit more.
This looks really strong now. Actually.
Yeah, I actually think we really smashed it up now.
Yeah, the wisdom,
Okay.
They call it the wisdom of crowds.
Yes.
It's really strong.
A horse by committee is a camel.
But I'll be interested to see.
Okay. So there you have it. That is our tier list for strikers. Good fun, isn't it?
We've been slightly harsh on Joelinton, but at the same time, like someone's gonna have to have harsh treatment.
Oh yeah, it's Joelinton, yeah.
Well, he's someone's got to be down there.
So be it.
And it's him.
So there you have it. Did we get it right? Did we get it wrong? Who is a world-class striker? Which one specifically did we get wrong? Benteke, were we harsh on him? Billy Sharp, were we harsh on him? Let us know in the comments below. Head over to Jack's channel, Talk Norwich City. Go subscribe and check out his content. Very, very good. As we said in the podcast earlier in the week, go follow Dom on Twitter. Dom.
Yeah,
and
one dot.
Tweet him asking him why it's called Dom, and you'll hear an incredibly boring story. We hope you enjoyed it. The podcast is on iTunes. Go check that out as well, and we'll see you very soon. Cheers.